Welcome back to English 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Intermediate. Hello and welcome back to class number 99. Intermediate class number 99. And we're going to get started as always with a little review of class number 98. 99. It sounds nice, you know. We're edging little by little towards that 100. One more class. Maybe we should have a big party when we reach class number 100. Anyhow, we have a verb here that I don't like at all. It's the verb to fight. I don't like to fight. But I must admit, we have to practice it. Every day I fight. Yesterday I fought. Fight, fought. Pronunciation. What? Yes, I want to think about the pronunciation of this verb. In the past, fought. Fought. And I mentioned briefly in the last class how the pronunciation follows a very common a very common pronunciation for abnormal, for irregular verbs. It is a normal irregular verb, let's say, which is fought, ought. And pronunciation, I'd like to say that pronunciation, I think, is, or my students always tell me, it's one of the most difficult things in English. And yes, we don't have these firm rules that you have, these firm and strict rules that you have and always follow in Spanish for pronunciation. I will admit that. But it's very interesting that I firmly believe that part of learning English, one of the most important things you can do is unlearn. So yes, you have to learn a lot, but also you have to unlearn. You have to allow yourself to ignore rules that learning Spanish and speaking Spanish, your brain has developed the idea that it has to follow these certain rules, and you have to free yourself from those rules. And one of them is this idea that every vowel has one pronunciation. If you truly embrace the idea of free pronunciation and different sounds being possible, then you allow yourself to accept those, absorb them, and therefore use them with greater fluency. And one thing here is fought. Fight, fought. Teach, taught. Think, thought. Catch, caught. In all these cases, we have either A-U-G-H-T or O-U-G-H-T, but the sound is ought, 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 ought. So you have to tell your brain, okay, we have all these letters, but I have to ignore them. I have to ignore all these letters and just say O-T, as if I were saying, the O-T, ought, as if I were saying the word pot or not. I am not French. Not, or lot. A lot of English is a lot of fun. For example, lot, ought, lot. And the sound is exactly the same. Caught, lot. Pot, thought. If you alternate, if you write down these three-letter words with a consonant followed by OT, like pot, not, hot, for example, lot. You write these words down, and then you write the simple past or the participle of these verbs that follow this pronunciation pattern. You write a bunch of these words down on a page. Write them down. Okay? And then go back and forth, alternating, saying the words out loud until you notice that your pronunciation is the same. The pronunciation is all the same. I do this exercise with my students to try to free them, sort of liberate them from their brain, free their brain up from this idea of seeing all these letters and feeling, I have to pronounce them. No. You don't have to pronounce all those letters. You're going to say thought, T-H-O-U-G-H-T. You're going to see all those letters and you're going to say thought, like the theta, ote, like Z-O-T, with the Spanish thought. Or caught. I caught the ball. And you'll say caught as if it were C-O-T. Caught. Now, hot, H-O-T. Three letters, H-O-T. But then we have C-A-U-G-H-T. So many more letters. But it's pronounced as if it were C-O-T. So you go back and forth. Caught, hot, caught. Not, thought, not, thought, not, thought. And you have to train your brain to let go of this idea of pronouncing all the letters. It's the same with the name of this company, Vaughan Systems. Vaughan Systems, Vaughan Radio. We say Vaughan Radio, Vaughan Inglés. We say this because if we say Vaughan, which is the name of the company, Vaughan Systems, and founded by Richard Vaughan, if we say that, people will look at V-A-U-G-H-A-N and they say, but that's Vaughan. What is this Vaughan company? Well, it's the same. But we have to say it the Spanish way so that people recognize it, right? And so we have a sort of an official Spanish pronunciation and then the official English pronunciation. But I know a lot of people in Canada with the surname Vaughan. It's a very common surname, Vaughan. And it's pronounced as if it were V-O-N, Vaughan. But we have all these letters, so we often pronounce it Vaughan, so that Spaniards will equate that name with that company and what they see on paper. But it's a question of pronunciation and understanding that we don't always have to pronounce all the sounds. So free yourself, let go of those rules, and allow yourself to open your mind to new possibilities. I'm not asking you to pronounce sounds that you don't already make. We're using an existing set of sounds. You're just associating sounds to different combinations of letters that you see on the page or that you visualize in your mind when you're thinking of a particular word. Okay? So that's my little pronunciation. That's my 6-minute pronunciation spiel for today. But now we have the verb to fight. Did you fight in a boxing match yesterday? No, I didn't fight in a boxing match yesterday. Did Mike Tyson fight in matches in the 90s? I asked you this question yesterday. Yes, he fought in matches in the 90s. He fought. Okay? Very good. Let's move on. We had another topic, which was as it happens, in the sense of by coincidence, da la casualidad. And even here, there are some sentences. In the class on television, the teacher will give loads of translation sentences. I'm going to give you just a few because I don't think this is tremendously difficult, and I want to move on to talk about other things. But, for example, da la casualidad que trabajamos en el mismo edificio. You can say, as it happens, we work in the same building. Da la casualidad que nos casamos en el mismo día. We got married on the same day, as it happens. Or as it happens, we got married on the same day. You can put as it happens at the start or at the end. By coincidence, right? Da la casualidad que que nuestros hijos van al mismo colegio. As it happens, our children go to the same school. As it happens, our children go to the same school. It's just a coincidence. By coincidence. By coincidence, I ran into my best friend on Gran Via. As it happens, I ran into him on Saturday. As it happens. By coincidence. Okay? As it happens. Okay, so there we have that structure for expressing things that happen por casualidad, by coincidence. Da la casualidad. As it happens, I saw my best friend. I wasn't planning to see him, it just happened. Okay, we were in the gas station getting gas for the car, and there he was, right? What a coincidence. Okay, good. Now we can move on to talk about our word of the day. Word of the day. Yes, it is time for the word of the day. Our word of the day is the verb to tear. T-E-A-R. Tear. Tear. Now, T-E-A-R can also be a tear. A tear. When you cry, tears come from your eyes and roll down your face. Tears. Little droplets of tears coming from your eye. But tear, T-E-A-R. But here, the verb to tear. So the same spelling, but different pronunciation. Es así. That's right. Like I was saying before, the pronunciation, you can't always pronounce according to the individual letter, right? Here we have tear, which is romper papel, tela, for example, to tear paper or cloth, rasgar. Okay? So we can break if my telephone if my telephone falls, it breaks. I broke the telephone, but I tore the paper. So with cloth or with paper, when it I tore it. To tear. To tear. Okay, so we have the verb to tear. To tear paper. To tear cloth. I tore my shirt yesterday. Oh, no, I tore it. It was my favorite shirt and I tore it. I tore a hole in it. Terrible. Okay? Moving on now into class number 99, we're talking about a little more pronunciation. Pronunciation! What? Yes, it is time to think about pronunciation again. Again? Yes, one more time. Pronunciation. This time, the pronunciation of the TU sound, which is chew, chew, like fern or ch or chew. Furniture, furniture. Did you buy new furniture yesterday? Yes, I bought new furniture yesterday. Picture, picture. Did you take a lot of pictures on your vacation? Yes, I took a lot of pictures on my vacation. Did you take a lot of pictures when you were in Portugal? Yes, I took a lot of pictures when I was in Portugal. Did you take a picture of the statue? Did you take a picture of the statue? Yes, I took a picture of the statue. Did you teach literature? Yes, I taught literature. Literature. Were the people mature? Were your students mature? Yes, my students were mature. Mature. Okay. Picture, statue, Portugal, mature, expenditure, agriculture, fixture. Okay, chew. So not to you, but chew, and chur. Okay? So think about that sound. Furniture. Very good. The pronunciation here is very important. Good to work on this stuff. Good to practice. Okay? But now, before we run out of time, let's move on to our vocabulary of the day. Vocabulary of the day. Yes, it is time for the vocabulary of the day. Our 5 words of vocabulary. Psicológico. Psychological. Very good. Psychological. Agradecido. Thankful. Yes, I thank people because I am thankful. Lograr. Llevar a cabo. To accomplish. Yes, lograr. To accomplish. Fluir. To flow. Yes, like the mighty Manzanares River. To flow. Right? Fluir, to flow. Obligar. to force. They didn't force me to host this show. They offered me. They didn't force me. I wasn't forced. They didn't force me. No. Okay. There we go. We have seen our 5 words of vocabulary, and we have one thing left to do, which is the last point of class number 99, which is our translation list. Translation. Yes, it is time for translation list number 28. Are you ready? Out loud, en voz alta. Are you going to read these out? Are you going to repeat out loud? I hope so. Okay. Number 1. Jose, are you paying attention? Jose, are you ready? Okay. ¿Quién va a ganar la carrera? Who's going to win the race? Who is. The contraction of who is, right? W-H-O apostrophe S. Who's going to win the race? Number 2. Le vi en medio, le vi en medio de la multitud. I saw him in the middle of the crowd. I saw him in the middle of the crowd. Number 3. Esto mata insectos en menos de 5 segundos. This kills insects in less than 5 seconds. This kills insects in less than 5 seconds. Number 4. El efecto dura 3 meses. The effect lasts for 3 months. Number 5. Déjame ver tu informe. Let me see your report. Let me see your report. Number 6. Tienes suerte de tener un jefe como ella. You're lucky to have a boss like her. Number 7. Cada vez que voy allí, me piden el pasaporte. Every time I go there, they ask me for my passport. Every time I go there, they ask me for my passport. Number 8. ¿Has leído todos estos libros? Have you read all these books? Have you read all these books? Number 9. ¿Por qué llueve tanto aquí? Why does it rain here so much? Why does it rain here so much? Number 10. ¿Quién escribió esta carta? Who wrote this letter? Who wrote this letter? Number 11. Todavía estoy esperando una respuesta. I'm still waiting for an answer. And finally, dame el azul, no el verde. Give me the blue one, not the green one. Okay, we're completely out of time. I'm going to have to finish. We're going to go to a break right now, but I'll be back tomorrow to review. And with plenty of new material, you won't want to miss it. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.